Let's go on. Yeah. Okay. So let's start now. Time management from myth to truth. You know the meaning of myth? Myth.
Something that is not real. But
Yeah,
it's
okay.
fun.
Very good, very good. Let us see that whether. Okay. Objective. What is the objective of this class? Is to tell you about how you manage your time, especially during this term, and you have lots of deadlines and this. I know most of you are doing very well with managing their time, right? You don't waste your time in anything. No WhatsApp, nothing, no watching, no games. I know all of you are doing very well in that, so you don't need this class. Yeah, let us see. But I feel the timing of this class is a little bit late because you are just graduating. This should have been trained, I think, for the last 4 years, right?
Yes.
It should have been done earlier, but still I think we can catch something because still you have a long way to come in your future career and work. So at least know some of the things that to manage your time properly. And even you can benefit from that one during this term to plan your work, deadlines, and so on. Although this has to do with habits in general, and changing habits take time, but still we can do something about it. If you are serious about it, you can do inshallah. So time, usually they say time is money. I know in that economics and business, we have to do everything, even if you borrow money from the bank, time, your salary, you're getting a salary from a company, so your time is paid for. So it isn't just money, it's more than that. Your time is very valuable and you have to really use it properly. And you have to use it just to achieve your goals, effectively and with reduced stress. You don't want to work under stress, which is the most common for many students. Then they work in the last moment, especially if you have exams, you are late, you work till 12, at night, and then you have an exam tomorrow in the morning. By the time you come to exam, even you are tired, you're exhausted. So there are so many things. Planning is good, it will relieve all of this stress if you do good planning. So planning is very important for, is it a myth? Is it true that planning will do something if you plan about time? Or is it just something, nothing? No, it's not important. Forget about time management or this. Time management is nothing but common sense. I can do it myself. You don't need it, well, if you're getting it, you take all the fun from my life. I can't enjoy my games and do things. Time management, well, I like to work under pressure. I'm very efficient, In the last moment, I can concentrate on this. So all this is something that is, want to see whether it's real or not. No matter what I do, I don't have enough time. People say, oh, I don't have time for that. We are busy all the time. So this is fact that means if you are saying statement, that means you need really to manage your time. That means there's a problem. If you cannot have, and of course, like this guy has also papers on his desk. He seemed to plan it. He said he will think about it later on, if he find time while saying that. So what is the truth? The truth is that if you work with time management, you can reduce stresses. You can help yourself achieve a balance in your life. Enjoy your life, do other things, plus do your work without working under stress. Increase self-confidence and also plan your work and helps you reach your goals. All of them are very important. We have limited time, of course, but priorities are very important. You have to set priorities. Especially sometimes you receive some of the things that we receive, say like daily, for example, so many emails from the university. Some of them are announcements, some of them are junk emails. So you really have to set priorities. Even reading the email is a waste of time sometimes. From just the title or the subject, maybe you can decide whether it will go to our colleagues or something. Because it's an announcement. What is the subject was announced? Something that, yeah, I'm not interested. Yes, read. Don't waste your time and read all things. So this is very important that you classify whatever you have into what is it urgent or not urgent. Announcement about something. Okay, quickly I will look at what is the deadline for that one. Announcement, for example. You see for the announcement, there's a deadline for something that is after all months. Okay? So all what you need maybe is to set, is this really an important, urgent or not urgent? If it is urgent, is it important or not important? It is urgent and it's important, that means it has to be done now. Or it is urgent but not important, forget about it. So, trigger requests. Something not urgent, but important. It's after 1 month, but it's very important. So please schedule it. Directly plan it. If the deadline, for example, after 1 month, set some times for your work after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so that you can do it early. Plan it. Don't waste your time with doing it now, because it is not urgent. So you have to classify your work into this urgent, not urgent, important, not important, and so on, so that you can plan. You should have a plan. And now we can, for example, if you go and do that, now for your exams, by now, maybe for all your subjects, you have received deadlines for exams, for reports, for everything in our design, right? Maybe you should have a calendar for the whole term. First, I will put my mid-term final exams, set them. These are the points. Now, get to the design. So many reports, deadlines. Fix all of these deadlines. These are the deadlines to submit something. And they are deadlines. Some of them maybe they see a deadline for a report, and at the same time I have an exam. Or tomorrow I will have an exam. It's clear that you have a deadline for submitting a report on design. Tomorrow you have an exam. Do you think before that day you are going to study for? Forget about design. You are going to study for your exam, right? In another subject. Or maybe in the last 2 days you are going to study for the exam, right? So these the last 2 days, block them for the exam. But I have a deadline for a design. Well, shift the area. Do the area. So that's why we see planning here. It's a deadline here, but you will have to have internal. Even that deadline, group leaders may have their own internal, because this work is not your work, it's a report, it's a group report. You depends on this and this and this. The group leader should assign those guys a deadline even before that deadline, so that you can submit it on time. So this is what we call planning here. So you have to set your plan, set your goals, and then set reasonable expectations. What should I do? I have a report, but that report, can I finish everything? No. I have to divide the work, and I have to do a smaller work. I will not leave it to this. Before that one, I have to divide it into smaller jobs. Each one I will put some deadlines for these smaller jobs. And then I will put some time to collect all of these reports. Or, if it is not just my work, if it's a collective work from other members, I will distribute it and make sure that sometimes some of your colleagues might not have time to do it. What are you going to do is a group work. So later on, the group leader might be reassigned someone else. This is what you call later on. You have to set reasonable, but make a schedule. This schedule also could be revisited or revised, actually. Could be revised. Why? One of your colleagues, you have someone who relative passed away, you cannot do his work. The other work, it's just like team players. Teamwork. If someone has a problem in the defense, someone from the front you have to come and cover. Otherwise, the team will lose, right? It's just like simple like that. So you have to work collectively, understand each other's schedule and this. Revisit and revise is important, especially if you are working with group, because you don't know the circumstances. Some work maybe is done but it's poor. You need to spend more time on it, improve it. You are not happy with it, you feel it can be done better. Your colleague did not do a good job. So all of these things, you should give them some time in your planning. So the question, the other thing also, of course, when you plan, you have so many things. It's not just the classes. It's not just the other courses. Even if you have a medical appointment, put it in the plan. You have an important family event, put it in the plan. You have weekly schedule for visits for family or anything, put it in the plan. Put it on your schedule. So don't keep the schedule just for classes, no. Because you will suddenly say, oh, someone called me from my family, then the whole plan will be set. Put it in the plan. Allocate some time for it. Even time for just playing soccer, going out, with your friends. Put it in the schedule. Say I will go on Thursday at this time to visit my friends. So try to plan, and once you are organized, it will become like a habit. So you don't need to. You don't feel it's like a pressure. At the beginning, maybe it's a little bit. Planning is a little difficult. You feel it's hectic, but once you start doing it, you feel you are all well organized. So when you plan, also plan something, but there's prior, for example, time. You have to stop your work. Because the values here, your values, what is important for you. So all your values also affect your planning and put them in the schedule. And then of course, success or achieving your goals, you have to be smart to do that. Because you have to put so many things together, you have time constraints, you have to put sometimes long-term, short-term plans, set deadlines for yourself or for your goals, integrate your goals, school, personal and career, all of them together. And in the end of the day, you have to be smart. And smart means you have to be specific. Your goals should be specific. They should be measurable, should be achievable. Don't set things that are very difficult or relevant and time-based. So you have to be smart, there's abbreviation for these words. So that means specific, that means don't set goals, say, just read a book. No, I cannot read a book. I will specify half an hour, but I will read chapter 1. You have to be specific, because don't put it them open like that, or don't go like that. Very difficult. And once you don't achieve a goal, to be frustrating for you. Say, good 4 or 5, I did not achieve anything. Planning is not. Because I couldn't do everything. You'll feel frustrated. You don't have positive energy to continue. So what you need to do is be specific, give them some time, because once you achieve them, and at the end of the day you tick, I finish whatever I planned for, that is very positive. Give yourself a break, and then you can, will have energy for next step. So being specific and being, something achievable, is important so that you can move on. And also your goals, you have to set priorities. Why? Because they should integrate with other, what is important first. Like a piece of a puzzle, you put these things together. So you have to put together social, class, health, priorities, anything together, put them together. And there are some realities related to classes, deadlines, social life, and so on. All of them you have to put them together and give them. And you have to have a schedule. Schedule for the week, schedule for the month, schedule and so on. You have to block all important dates, as I mentioned, whether they are final exams for other or midterm for other subjects, deadlines for your class time itself, labs, or everything, put it inside the plan. And then you will see where you can fit. Even to study for the courses, regular study. Say I will study for 2 hours every day, from 3 hours, from 7 to 10, with a break in there. Put it like that. If you continue like that 2 or 3 hours every day, I'm sure you'll achieve a lot. But don't just study at the end. So try to even study time, put it in your plan. Study for the subject A, study for subject B, and so on. Study time, yes. Time for your sanity or relaxing. You have to include also relaxation time in your schedule. So to manage all of this time, you have lots of choices, of course. And you have to put them together so that you can, organize your time, set realistic goals, use spare time to review, study. And you can put even in the time, I say, well, extra time, leave it for something that is unfinished. Just block it. And then calendars, to-do list. I don't know if you have to-do list every day or not. Are you familiar with this to-do list? Everybody has what you want to do today or something. Did you put it in the list other than attending classes? What else? Just schedule this class, that's all, or something else. What about the time in the middle? Time in between, what are you going to do with that? Just go like that. If somebody asks you, oh, let's go and take a coffee, just go like that. Is your friend? Nothing? No plan?
Yeah.
What do you do?
That
is the normal? How many hours? Sometimes you have 2 hours, right? Between classes.
Yes, sometimes.
Just chat and it's 3 hours, right? Or just hit the mobile and it, right? How many of you do that? Yes, how many? Please raise your hand. Just chat on this. How many of you can say no to a friend? You say, let's go out and tell you, no, I really have something and I want to do this. How many of you can say that? Your friend asks you, please, let's go for a coffee, without any planning, anything. Say, sorry, really, I have an exam on this and I have tomorrow to study on this. How many can say no? Good. I can see. You?
Yes.
Good. Very good. Very good. This is only 3 out of 20. Okay. 15% or less than 20% of the class. This is the majority of the class. We go with our friends like that without any plan, right?
Yes.
Right? Especially if there are 2 or 3 guys, and you are the only one who's saying no. There's like, oh, this guy is always like that, You will go with them, right? They will change. You will not stick to it. That is the problem, big problem. You have to do this. Why? Because you don't have it to do. You don't have anything planned. If you have planned, you say, well, let me check my schedule. Oh, sorry. Really I have something, I have something tomorrow and I have to work on it now. So, excuse me, please, can we reschedule it tomorrow or some other time so that we can meet and go and take a break? No. I mean, talk to your friend like that. Well, then they can respect you and say, okay, this guy has some commitment. Especially if you explain yourself to others, they will respect you. That's it. Really I have something now, I have to, and do this and this and this. Maybe we reschedule. I have some free time, tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Are you free? I was like, fine, yeah, let's meet tomorrow. What is the problem with that? Can you have such kind of conversations or you will just go? What do you think? No, I mean, is it something that is polite? Just sit with your friend. He will acknowledge it. He will accept your reasoning. He will at least have a positive feeling about you that this guy he respects his time and you will also respect his schedule, right? What do you think about that? Yeah. So, not having a plan, you don't have anything in the plan, will make you what? Go with any plan of anyone else, right? Anyone who can grab you and go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Right?
This is what most people believe.
I know. So you better have a plan, right?
Yeah.
You better have a plan. Because not having a plan, that means what? In fact, you are having a plan, but that plan is not yours, right?
Yes.
It's someone else's plan. Huh? It's like, at the end of the day, you'll have a plan. But is the plan useful, not useful? You don't know where he will take you, where he will spend the night, whether you're going to be coming late. How it will affect tomorrow's plans or classes. He may get you 1 o'clock. By the time you come to the class, and then the next lecture is gone, and the consequences. So you should have something like this, set it for a week, for a month. I think you should have it for a term because you are, and then in the middle, in the break, even I can plan for my break now, for example, 2 weeks, I have 2 weeks in January. Everybody knows that we have 2 weeks from the 4th of January, yes.
Professor, I never tried schedule things. I usually do it on my mind. But one time I tried to schedule everything. I spent the whole day scheduling. I did nothing. How can I do it in an effective way?
Okay. Yes, at the beginning, yes, it takes time. True. But once you get used to it, and especially I tell you something, even in research now, when you do master research or experimental research or plan, if you work just like that, students, just let them wait, try this, and no directions, you will feel like you can do 5-6 months. At the end of the day, most of the work is nothing will come out. Yes, when we spend some time on the planning, I spend lots of time on the planning. And what is this? Why do you want to do this? Well, I want to do this experiment, First, we don't know what will happen. Let us do exploratory experiment. Don't waste our time with lots of experiment. Do here, quickly. Scan, just like exploring. When you're exploring oil, you know what they do? Do you think they will drill well everywhere? What do you call exploratory wells? Do you do seismic for big area well? There's oil, but I don't know where is that oil. We do exploratory wells. Here. Certain statistical ways. Use statistics, of course. But these exploratory wells from which I can take a decision. Should I invest more in this or not? Okay. What will happen? We do in the research, for example, when we do exploratory, we say, well, I feel there is a potential here in this work. Let us put more time on it and investigate it. Fine. Plan certain experiments. If you spend more time on planning, yes, at the beginning, you will gain and you will not waste time. So planning, yes, but I don't think it's a one day. cannot take, say, the whole day I'm wasting my time with planning, no. We call it revision of the plan. You set, for example now, you can open your calendar for the whole term, fill the deadlines. All deadlines, exams, reports, submitted midterms, put it. If you have, for example, medical, put it. Put some time also for weekends. You have some important games you want to watch. There's a nice game on Saturday, for example, and I want to watch it between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Fine, put it. But don't waste all the time with soccer. Put half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours per week is not bad. Relax. Consider this part of your religion. Time. Okay. So if you do that, I think you will at the end you will save. So weekly calendar. Does that mean the plan I should, if I don't do it, I should feel like bad about it, I did not stick to it? No, you should evaluate. At the very first day, you put 7 things. You achieved only 3 or 4. What is the reason? Did I waste some time, or I was too optimistic? I put too many things. No, try to be realistic. Reduce it, and then distribute it out. Don't make something that you put your pressure on yourself, and at the end of the day, you don't achieve it, and then you feel negative, to give you negative energy. This is not good. You should do something that at the end of the day, take it, you will feel positive and you want to do more. So if there's a need to change your schedule, do it, no problem. And then the most important thing, look at what are your time wasters. Each one of you has a different time waster. One of you may be soccer, watching all Saturday and Sunday, watching the games.
Instagram.
How many Instagrams?
Reels.
Why not take Instagram? I don't have Instagram, by the way. But still I'm wasting time on WhatsApp, for example. How many hours I waste on WhatsApp? This is, how much hours you waste on WhatsApp? On average, 3 hours, 4 hours? And you still don't have time for writing the report. And you ask for more time to extend the deadline, right? We don't have time really to, please send us, give us more time to submit the report, right? And 3 or 4 hours per day for WhatsApp, right? True, right? It's true. Our kids playing maybe PlayStation, still they don't have time to do the homework. This is the problem. Look at your time wasters. Each one of us has a different time, what you call time wasters. Some of us, they just hang out with their friends and they talk a lot. Someone else, maybe he will sit wasting time on Instagram. Another guy. So look at each one, what we call in management SWOT analysis. What are your strengths, weaknesses, and list, and what are your time wasters? Right, work on them. For example, WhatsApp. Do you have any tricks to reduce the time I spend on WhatsApp? Can you remove take this Instagram out of your mobile? Is it possible or not? What do you do watching with Instagram? What is there that is, if you miss it, something will happen,
There is something called Reels.
Well, let us look at him, yes, he's Instagram. Yes,
there is something called Reels. This Reels,
what is
like
this Reels?
mini videos.
And what do you get from them?
Nothing.
Laugh, fun?
Laughing, maybe.
Fun. You need some entertainment, okay?
Yeah.
Can I put half an hour for this stuff and then close it?
Basically, like funny videos, cat videos,
Okay.
that's what most
So
people...
when you do it, you feel relaxed, you enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
And it goes 3-4 hours, right?
Yeah, moves on.
Can I put a cap on it? Yes. How? Do you have tricks to help him to stop it? Yes. What do you suggest for him?
Screen time from the settings.
Screen time,
In
yeah.
the settings, screen time.
Yes.
Can you do it or not? You don't want to do it, right? Then what you call, this is, I will come to it. This is a problem.
Since it's optional, so no.
Yeah, no, but this is a real problem, yes. What do you have?
Professor, actually I have a problem.
Yes.
Is that
Excuse me, can you have an effective discussion? Yes.
I'm a professional time waster. Like I try my best to not waste time. Like for example, I did all my social media platforms.
Okay.
I did everything.
So what are you spending time in?
Like one time.
No, let us see his opinion. Yes.
Like for example, one time I spent 2 hours just going through Outlook emails. Wasting time on Outlook emails.
Emails?
Yeah.
You know what? I started sending emails to my students and my colleagues with only subject, nothing in the text. I put everything in the subject. Wallahi, I reached this one. I don't have time to write email. I tell my, especially if someone he is my student, I know him every day. and is my student. I don't need to spend time to, dear sir, would you please, greetings and this, how are you? No, I don't have time to write all of this. Put please do this by this date. Put it in the subject, finished. This is my, if you are not used to it, you feel, you don't like it. Unless someone who is new to me, then I start introducing and doing something. But most of the time, if the daily person who I'm dealing with, my colleague, he knows me, I don't need to waste my time writing emails like that. Yes?
So we shouldn't be formal.
Huh?
We shouldn't be formal writing these emails.
Well, it depends, for example. For example, to me, if I get something from a student and I get just, he needs something, I don't feel about it, I don't need to say, well, he's not nice in the email, he does not say DSL. I will not worry about it. Yeah, but if somebody said, well, I didn't like your email, so sorry, this is just how I explain to him. So it's not, so the time, yes.
It's exactly what they do in corporates. If the managers see more than one line in an email or presentation, they just stop reading.
Yeah.
Only straight to the point.
Straight to the point, yes.
Don't have to be asked.
And you have to, because if you start by the, as I told you, the emails that say, some of the emails, just delete them. Announcement for what? For a game about the Qatar University or something else. Why should I worry about it? I'm not part of this game, right? Just delete it. And clean your desk. And you have been also trained when you work at the company, clean your desk. Some people, when you go to their laptop, look at their laptop. If I look at your laptop and see how many files do you have here on your laptop, 100 files on the desktop, you are not organized. My conclusion, you are not organized. To search to which file you want, you'll waste 2-3 minutes, right? Clean stuff. Clean your stuff. Yes.
Doctor, when you talk about planning, most plans goes away when conditions change.
This is what we call revisit, revise. But it depends on the circumstances. I'm working on something, suddenly one of my relatives very closely died. What do you think? Then we get back to your values or whatever. Priorities, you have to say priorities. You have to go to a funeral or something. Then this you have to revise the schedule here. If you have something, then I have. That's why you say, don't leave it for the last day. Something may happen on that last day, right? But if you have 3-4 days and something happened, I have some time.
But when always planning, if something comes up, then planning will be.
But no. But when you tell me every day it happens every day, I don't take it. No. What is important? Then you have to put them. Are they important, urgent? What will I give me some example? Excuse me, please. Give me example.
Someone calls you urgently that you can come
For what?
Something, maybe accident or something.
Accident, of course, somebody you have to go to.
You came sick.
But how many accidents do you have per day? Or
Maybe you came sick.
Once a month? That means you have a problem with something. If you are getting accident every month, that means you have something to fix, either the car or something. Fix it, fix the tire, You have another problem you need to fix, right? You cannot tell me what else. What else?
Sometimes you come sick. You became sick.
Sick, you cannot.
You have to be.
But also, how many times you come sick during the year?
Like for 1 week.
Oh yeah,
Sick.
Yeah, for 3-4 days.
3-4 days, okay, fine.
So waste time.
No problem, it's not waste time. You don't have any control. You can do it, but even while you are sick, if there's something to do, do it. If you cannot do it, that's why if you have enough time, you can catch the 3 days, right? You can catch it. It's not a big deal. So, postponing is another major issue. You are not serious about deadlines. You set deadlines, but you don't do it. This is another problem. Most of us, they set deadlines, they put the schedule, but they don't stick to it. You don't stick to it, you don't do it. And this is the problem with postponing. Why do you postpone? Well, you never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. What about this? When we can do it tomorrow, let us go now and enjoy the game, right? Right? Is it good? You are doing it, you see. So, this is part of this postponing. It brings me nothing but sorrow, I know that I should stop it, In fact, I will do it tomorrow. We can schedule tomorrow, I will do it, no problem. Keeping doing like that, this is a problem. You have to stop. You have to stop and change. Form postponing, ignoring the task, hoping it will go away, underestimating how long it takes. Well, it will only take 1 hour and finish it. When you start, it will take 1 week. Telling yourself that, well, fine, it is one game, it is only one quiz, let it go, So what, 5%? Huh? Can you see yourself here?
Yeah, you can.
I'm
see
sure
most
many of you
as
see
well.
themselves here, right?
Yeah.
And this is good reasoning that we always say. So we need really to get rid of these things.
But sir, what do you have from the source code?
Which one?
About yourself, you don't have anything. You don't
No.
have time?
No, I plan it, but sometimes I don't do. I could not. For example, if I'm 76, I do 5. Directly, I will move them either second day or other day. But when I put the 7, usually I have priorities. I don't even for the day. The things that are urgent, I will not put them number 7. They will be done 1, 2, 3. The last one, if done, fine. Not, there's still time to be done next to. I had it something for today even, but the first thing that I finished are the urgent ones. I finished them already. The other things you can still have, they have some span of time you can do it later. So the other issue, talking about it rather than doing it. You talk about it, oh, I will do it, but you will never do it. Putting all your work on one part of the task. You focus on one part. I tell you, write a report, and you spend all the time just getting literature review. You do not go for the, for example, technologies, markets, and this. I know my report is composed, for example, of you need to do literature review about the process, you need to get information about the raw materials and products, the markets, study whatever available in Qatar or this about the process. I should give this equal times at least. Don't put all your effort in one part and then at the end of the day you feel, oh, you lost it. The other part, you don't have time, you just cook things and put them. So this is a real another issue here. So, and this has to do with what? Breaking the big job into smaller jobs. Say, don't do everything, for example, the reporting one day. Say, I will finish the report today. No, you will not finish it. Say, literature review, I will spend 2 days on literature review, 2 hours on this day and 2 hours on this day. Market, I will do this. Collect all of them and then you can give it. Even collecting and putting the whole thing together, give it some time. Either as a group or as individual task. So becoming paralyzed when having to make choices. I cannot make which should I do this or this, which one according to the priorities. How to overcome postponement? This is a question that you are talking about, right? How to, excuse me, please. You are coming late and still are talking. You missed already something and you are still talking, yes.
There is another problem, which is sometimes some tasks are complex and you don't know where to operate them from.
Yes, okay. It is complicated. I cannot understand or estimate how long it takes, right? Or this is a question here, understanding the problem and spending some time understanding the problem, breaking, as I said, into smaller problems, okay? If it is not clear, I will consult my advisor or my professor. What's this, what are the components of this report, this, sit, understand everything. Get idea about, even I can give you how much time you need to spend on this, so that I think you need to work on more clarity of the job from the one who assigned you the job, so that you can get more information about it. So this is organize, schedule, plan, divide a big job into smaller jobs. Find a way to make a game of your work, to make it fun. During when you plan and this, don't be, for example, like 4 or 5 hours per day, full work, very strict, finish at 12, start 12 or 5, another one. This is, you will not have energy for it. You work 2 hours, give yourself 10, 15 minutes, go and take a cup of coffee and relax. Regeneration, just like a catalyst. Regeneration, remove the caulking, and then get fresh. Okay? So you need to do that. Have planned breaks also. Tell your friends sometimes also, if you have colleagues, you can remind each other, oh, tomorrow there's a deadline for that. Oh, well, yes, I'm ready, oh, no, I did not do, Let us work on it together. So this kind of conversation, you feel like you have someone around you who encourages you to work together. Learn to say no for time wasters, and this is very critical actually. There are lots of temptations for WhatsApp, for Instagram, for this. For you, for example, I suggest you have some settings, go to the settings.
Yeah.
If you cannot do it, give it to your friend, he will do it for you.
Let's see.
To make you stop, And there are some software that can stop you also from this. So saying no is very important. Tackle time wasters, there are many of them. Learn to recognize when you are wasting time. Where do you waste your time? Decide what you need to do. Learn to say no.
You don't have.
I cannot talk right now. You can text somebody. And what I see some of the time wasters especially, and it will take, you will, especially in the class, for example. If you focus during the class, and if there's any kind of question that is not clear to you, if you insist on understanding and asking the question to your professor during that class, I am sure 80% or 90% you are done with you don't need to study. Maybe half an hour you study quickly. But if during the class, you are looking at something else, playing with a mobile, sending tests, enjoying your time, I think you will pay 2-3 hours to at least know what did the professor say in the morning? I forgot what. Even if he said tomorrow there's an exam, you know, you already don't know it. So I think this is.
This was asking about the case study.
Okay. So basically, I think focusing during the class, and I see many students these days, especially when they get there. I know in high school they stop kids from getting mobiles in the class, but I think for university students, they need to stop themselves. And that's why it's very important. Saying no doesn't mean you should not socialize or no. You should say, as I mentioned before, that you should be well organized. Say you have something else to do. Revise, review, priorities. Okay, this we talk about. The fact that if you say no, that means you have what you call self-discipline. You have your character, you can say no. And this, by the way, is very important. It may be difficult, but gradually you'll see you are building your character. Even people will respect you, whether in the work environment or that you are, if you want even to do something, you can do it because you have the will to do it. But if you keep just delaying and this, that means you have a problem even of, you cannot change yourself. How come tomorrow you will become an engineer or a leader to change some others, while you cannot just stop yourself from watching Instagram? It's difficult, right? Tomorrow, can you stop your son later on from playing from Instagrams or WhatsApp? While you are spending 5-6 hours on it, you cannot do it. So it is important for us. It's not just for the course, even for our life. Fine, this is the end of the story actually. 3 steps: set goals, make a schedule, revise, revisit, be strict with time, say no, use different strategies to maximize your time or utilize your time. Part of them say no to many things, but still relax and enjoy your time, because these are planned also times for relaxation. And I hope you have a good time, or you had a good time, and you will have a good time before you graduate. And wish you all the best.
Inshallah.
Enjoy your time. It's the last advice. Enjoy your time.
Do you want to share some of the things that some of you who have good habits, they said, in managing time? Can you share it with your colleagues so that they will benefit? Because learning from peers is different than learning from a professor. You can learn easier and better from your peer, say, because he will be an example for you. Yes, go ahead, please, and share some good experiences. Yes.
Conditions like
What do you do? Can you tell us what you are doing?
I plan one task.
Okay.
After I finish it, I will plan another.
So that means that task will take lots of time.
Yeah.
And the time, you know what? They say time will fill the whole gap. If I do one task per day, unless it requires one day, but if it doesn't take that day, I say, okay, I will do only one task. That means you may not be utilizing your time, because the time can expand. Time is for me, time is like a gas. It fills the space. Time is like a gas. Fills the whole empty space. No. Strict. That is not a good advice. Yes, sir.
So there is a recent approach that I've seen, which is like taking the whole hours of the week,
Yes.
and then you remove out the hours that you sleep, and the hours that you are sure you are going to waste during transportation, during
Yes.
lunch.
Waste during transportation. Let's stop at that one. How many of you are driving to university? How much time do you spend driving? How many? 15 minutes?
30 minutes.
30
نص
minutes.
ساعة.
Are you utilizing that time? Doing anything?
No, focus on driving.
Can I utilize it? Can I utilize that time while I'm driving?
No.
Yes.
Well,
Even you can use it as to relax. You know, you can listen to some audio books or something, or listen to something good, or anything, you know, that will benefit you, or listen to somebody talks about something that will motivate you.
Yes.
Anything that good, you know, from anything that is good, but because you will come some energy, positive energy. Yes.
One time I had to study for the quiz while I'm driving them.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I had to talk to ChatGPT, tell it to explain.
Yes. Talk to ChatGPT to explain what you are talking, right?
Yes,
One day I made an accident.
Is it true? Had an accident? And you are advising them to study during that. We are talking about positive experiences. This is one of the negative experiences. Anyone who has positive, he wants to share? Hi, Shabab now. Do you have anything you'd like to share with us? To stop time wasters, huh?
Like before, like
What about sleeping early?
no.
It doesn't work.
No. Sleeping early, waking up. The time in the morning is very valuable. The 1 hour in the morning, whereas 2-3 hours in the evening, or in the that is very important. Try after Fajr, don't sleep after Fajr and do some 1 hour. 1 hour is more than 3-4 hours. Study. You will see how valuable is that 1 hour in the morning. But if you sleep 10 o'clock.
First of all, there's a problem with scheduling your sleep because
I know 2-3 days it will be okay. No problem. I know. Everybody knows.
No,
We start it. It will try.
شوف يعني an adult
Yes.
needs approximately 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, so we can have energy.
By the way, if you don't have, did you
Lecture.
just make sure that you sign that paper? Did you circulate that paper? Who has a paper? Anyone who circulated, please take a sign, please the paper. Anyone who wants to share positive experiences? Negative.